Good evening, everyone. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. We're waiting to open up the weekly UHF-VHF single sideband net. We're just waiting for 8 o'clock to roll over on the big clock. And I think we're just about there. Good enough for me. Attention all stations. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to the Sunday night sideband net where we play in on UHF and VHF. Tonight we're going to try a new spin on things for most of our multi-mode radios. We also have the ability to transmit and receive on AM. So we're typically just experimenting with sideband, which is half of the frequency distribution. Amateur radio also has the ability to use AM, amplitude modulation, which is a little bit wider, a little bit noisier, but we won't spend a whole lot of time there. So we're going to start here on 446.125, and then before we migrate over to 2 meters, we'll see if we can't make some contacts on AM on the same frequency. So let's kick it wide open for anybody anywhere. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, standing by for your check-ins.
Victor Echo 3, November India.
Okay, Fox November India. Okay, FNI, that's good. Thanks for checking in, Sean. Somebody doubled with you, the doubling station. Come back, please.
VA3, Whiskey Papa Golf.
Okay, Whiskey Papa Golf. Got you there, Chris. Anybody else? All right, nothing heard. Let's start with Sean, VE3FNI. Good evening, sir.
Hey there, Mac. I am unable to copy intelligently anyone else so far. The other call sign or two that you were able to hear from. So I'll monitor for a while. I was just watching the Jays game a short while ago, and they're doing a great job. And just cleaning up the downstairs there. That's about it. Back to you.
Oh, just cleaning up after the hell of a party from last night. Okay, Sean, good to hear from you. Certainly, it's been a while, but nonetheless, thanks for riding along with us. And we'll let you know when we're ready to migrate into amplitude modulation and then down to 2 meters. All right, VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf. Good evening, Chris.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. VA3 WPG. Well, made the ISS announcement on the other one, but let me tell you, I didn't know we were doing the AM thing, and well, I haven't done AM since the CB, so that's HF. So I'm telling you, I'm really looking forward to AM on UHF. That'll be something different. So we'll definitely be standing by for that one.
Yep, QSL. I thought we'd make it interesting. So I'm also considering, well, actually more than considering. So our activities here on sideband have been somewhat limited. I know at the onset of these nets, we had participants that were across the lake on the north side of Lake Ontario. One guy used to migrate between Pickering and Ajax and set up a station with the directional antenna. So I think let's say the scope of this net has kind of dwindled. So this is where I want to make it a little bit more interesting, and I want to go to a monthly cadence. The first Sunday of every month, we'll do this exercise where we'll exercise on sideband on UHF, AM on UHF, sideband on VHF, and then AM on VHF as well. So we'll probably go down to once a month, like I said, first Sunday of every month, which would have been today. All right, Chris, good signal coming in there. Anything else from you right now?
No, we'll just be standing by for the AM. This is going to be pretty interesting.
Yep, it's going to prove whether everybody knows how to operate their radio or not. All right. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, stand by for any further check-ins for our sideband net.
VA3 and Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango.
Okay, there's two more heard from VA3NCA and VE3VYT. We'll bring in Wade. Go ahead, sir.
VA3IMW VA3NCA. Made it over here, Mac, and just a quick check-in. I'm still here, Sean, but I don't know if he can copy me, but good to hear him join in. And of course, you and Chris have been very loud to my location. And I gotta say, I don't know who came in behind me. I heard you say that there was somebody in behind, but I had already muted the YouTube by that point. So I'll be as surprised as you are when you're bringing them in. So back to you. I'm listening along, and I'll follow you to whatever QSY and mode you call. VA3NCA.
Okay, Wade. Better than usual out of your station there tonight. S6 is your signal report so far on sideband. So yeah, that was Edward coming out of Oakville/Burlington, wherever he's hiding right now. So let's bring in VE3VYT.
Yes, I keep waiting, thinking I'm on the repeater, waiting for it to drop, but there isn't that. Well, it's beautiful evening out there today. I've been out for a stroll, watched the sunset go down, and watched the moon come up. So all in all, it's beautiful out there, and I couldn't. I had a heck of a time convincing myself to come back in to do radio. VE3VYT. Back to you, Mac.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I was sitting out on the front porch with a buddy up until around 6:30 tonight, and I looked at my watch and I said, "Okay, you know what? You got to go home and get yourself some supper because it's almost radio time." It was just so nice to be able to sit outdoors. I don't think I do remember some Octobers where we had some exemplary weather just like this, but kind of makes you hope that this lasts right through till March.
Well, a couple of winters ago, we did have 20 degrees, I believe, in January, so you never know. Be careful what you wish for, as they say. That reminds me, I need to go and tune up my snowblower just in case.
Yes, making sure that your snowblower is all ready for that W season is a good insurance policy. The more equipped you are for it, the less likely you'll have to use it on a regular basis. All right, let's see. I think Charles has been trying to get in between different operators. Let's take a quick standby for VA3CJZ.
Oh my goodness, there's an opening. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
An opening indeed. And tonight that's an S5. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but we'll just call it conditions, be that as it may. So we're looking to add a new twist to our less frequent but more content-packed check-in net here. So we're going to start on 70 centimeters on sideband. We're going to migrate to AM and see what who can hear who. This should be exciting. And then down to 2 meters and worked our normal 146.400 on sideband, and then down to AM on the same band. We'll see how that goes. What else is going on there, Charles?
Let's see now. I just noticed that I can use my compressor or my compression, and I'd like to try that. So I'm going to press the processor button in right there, and let me know if you can tell any difference. By the way, Mac, we're back now with the processor off, and I don't get a signal on anyone tonight, including you.
All right. Well, sometime before the next net, you should probably plug in your coax again. Anyways, when you turned your compressor on, you came up just barely below an S7. So a very good improvement in signal. And obviously audio is a lot sharper and clearer. So I'm not sure if you're running this through your fancy mixer board or what the case is, but definitely noticed a positive impact when you activated the compressor.
All right, then, very good. So I'll have to remember that for next time. It's on again now, and yes, of course, Mac, all my audio goes through my mixer. So very good investment, quite happy with it. And yeah, always wanting to improve my audio. It's a big thing with me. So can't wait to jump over to AM. We're going to stay on this band and this frequency for AM, or what's the deal?
Yeah, we might as well use the same frequency. We're all trotting on FM territory anyways, and we've already done our battle with the band cops, so they haven't come back since.
All right, sounds good. All right, well, I'll let you see if there's anyone else, and as always, Mac, thank you for doing this. VA3CJZ. Break.
Okay, there's a break in there. Go ahead, Wick.
CE Trip and I just wanted to see if Chuck could hear me. I whenever he does his net, I can't. My radio waves don't reach his antenna. Well, Sean, yes, I can hear you. I got no signal. As a matter of fact, I don't have a signal on anyone tonight. But you're full quieting there, Sean. How's it going? It's going well there, Chuck. I just wanted to say hi. When I heard your radio waves hit my antenna here, I was happy. Anyway, I'll pass it back to Mac, and if I'm airborne on Wednesday, I'll try to hit your net. VE Trip and I monitoring.
All right, very good. Chuck can hear Sean, and Sean can hear Chuck, and there's a joke in there about Michael Fitzpatrick and Patrick Fitzmichael or something like that. Anyways, very good. Let's take a standby, see if there's anybody else wants to get on the 70 centimeter side on sideband before we migrate. All right, nothing heard. This is our chance to push a button, which we normally don't do on a regular basis. And I'm sure on some radios, switching to AM is going to limit the power output. So if we do not make good contact, then whoever misses out on all that fun, feel free to jump down to 146.400, and we'll catch up with you right there. So with that, let's migrate over to AM from single sideband, and still on 446.125, VA3IMW QSY.
Victor Echo 3, that's the Yankee Tango listening. Victor Echo 3, Fox November India monitoring. Your S9 and East Oakville up to QEW. S8 over here.
Yeah, this is phenomenal. Let's just see if my radio is going to cooperate. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, stand by. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
I'm monitoring the YouTube right now, and I think his radio is set to AM-digital.
And I turned the digital off, and it's still not going out.
I could go get my C4FM and plug it in. We tried UHF-VHF one-time amplitude modulation on the park. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe you got a new radio.
For some reason, my system's not transmitting on amplitude modulation. I'm not sure why.
VA3CJZ.
Oh, you guys are all having a good time, and I'm just stuck in the dark.
Hey, VA3IMW, I can hear you very faintly. Not as good as on sideband, but I can hear you.
Yeah, likewise. And I think Mac had watching a YouTube channel there, and I think but I think he's remedied that now. Not sure if he's picking us up.
Yeah, he's trying to figure it out there. I'm watching him.
Test 1, 2, 3. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Yeah, for some reason, AM doesn't want to transmit here. I am doing my best, but it's not going out.
Roger there, Edward. Same over here. I got you the same, maybe a 4-1. And, yeah, I can just make out what you're saying.
Yeah, I only got 20 watts here, apparently, is what the dial says on this thing.
Yeah, same here. Not much power. All right, well, let's see. Mac is still playing around with the menus. But I'll take a standby and see if he can. He's still working away there.
What kind of radio is he running there? An Icon?
I do believe this radio that he's using is a 7100.
On my Icon, to get the AM, I have to go to FM and press and hold the mode button when it's on FM.
On you there, Chris.
Yeah, I got US 9 here. No copy on FNI.
I'm hearing Chris. I give him about a 3-1 there. 3-1 for Chris. We can see VYT.
One, two, three, 4. Well, guess what? I just got a whole bunch of homework.
About holding it on FM.
Yeah, maybe type it into the chat.
I'm not on there.
Wade, can you transmit on your 7100 on this band? I can't get mine configured in order to release the transmit function. Just doesn't work.
All right, VA3 CJZ. VA3IMW, VA3 CJZ.
All right, I can hear on AM. I just cannot transmit on AM, and I don't understand why. So that gives me something to play with during the week. And yes, Wade also has the same problem. 7100 also seems to put out no RF power on AM. So we've got some homework to do. All right, very good.
Are you there, Mac?
QSL, yep. Well, it looks like we need to migrate back over to sideband in order to make sure things work.
VA3IMW, VA3WPG. I heard Chuck saying you're having some problems with the buttons on my radio. If you can't get to AM, you have to go to FM and then press and hold the FM button, and it should switch to AM.
Yeah, but for my radio, when I touch that little box up on the top left-hand corner of the screen, the US, it now reads USB. That thing opens up the menu and allows you to select AM. But Wade's having the same problem with his 7100. It doesn't open up and allow us to transmit on AM on UHF for some reason. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of a deeper dive. Let the guys know that we're going to migrate down to 2 meters on 146.400, okay?
Okay, unless they heard us talking, has anybody else here and heard that, or do I go to AM and announce that? Did anybody else come back to sideband when you hear us talking?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep, 7100 doesn't want to play the game, so I guess we're going to migrate over to 2 meters and see if the problem still propagates. But we're going to go to 2 meters, 146.400 upper sideband.
Oh, yeah, I'll go throw that out on AM.
One, two, three, four. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, standing by.
VA3MCA.
There you go. I can hear you. What the hell's wrong with our 7100s, Wade?
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, you can actually see the power move when you're on sideband here. Of course, when you're on FM, but it doesn't want to show power out when you're in AM mode. I wonder if there's something deep in the menus that turns on either the audio source for AM or just AM in general. Don't know. It's a bit of a mystery, I suppose, but you are coming to me strong here on sideband, just like before. 2 meters works well between our stations. Less so for AM, even though I can receive it just fine. So that is a mystery to be resolved. Back to you there, Mac.
Okay. Yep. Loud and clear on sideband, and AM is a no-go. But strangely enough, the TX box is not grayed out like it is on out of band. So I'm going to try one thing.
Actually, on that matter, the TXRX light on the radio doesn't turn red when you're in transmit.
All right. I just wondered if there was a glitchy little power setting for AM that's not clear. Anyways, okay. Let's see. Top of the list here was VA3IMW. Sean, did you make it down to 2 meters?
That's affirmative, Mac. VA3FNI here. I can barely copy. Had better luck on the 70 centimeter band. I'm not sure how well I'm making it to you. Back to you.
Well, you're doing a fine job. A little better than an S7 here to my station on 2 meters upper sideband. So looks like you're doing a fine job.
I made an adjustment here, and now you're coming in well. It's around an S7 for you as well, hovering in and around there. Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's see who else we can pick up. VA3FNI back to VA3IMW.
All right. So let me just double check with you, Sean. What radio are you running right now?
I'm using the ICOM 9700. I have a triplexer attached to it to a tri-band antenna. I forget the antenna. It's a forget the antenna actually. It's just above the roof line, but it does the 1.2 gigahertz, the 70 centimeters, and the 2 meters.
All right. So both Wade and I are running the 7100, and we're the guys having difficulty with AM transmission on UHF and VHF. So we have some homework to do, to try and figure out if the radios are blocked in this mode or whether there's an opportunity there. All right, so this was a good exercise overall, and I'm not sure what kind of adjustments you made, but opening up your squelch, thank you very much for that.
Yeah, no problem. Also, I also own the 7300 and the 7100, so we could compare notes on that as well. I don't have the 7100 right here, right now. I'll set at the office, but I could bring that to the homestead and see how it works.
All right, so Wade and I are going to do some work to try and troubleshoot why the 7100 is reluctant to transmit on AM on UHF and VHF. So basically, your signal output, it's very clear when you're transmitting on sideband that you're getting full power out, but on AM it's just flat. There's nothing transmitting whatsoever. So we'll have to see how that goes. Obviously, the bottom bar, the power consumption, also trying to transmit on AM gives you absolutely no power draw, which means it's not doing anything. All right, so we've covered you, and let's bring in VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf.
Yeah, VA3 WPG. Well, what I can say so far is FNI, I was not able to pick up on 70 centimeters even with the preamp. I am, however, able to pick up on 2 meters without the preamp. I heard about the 9300, or no, 9700, 7300, 7100, tri-band antenna, 12, 1.2, 440, 2 meters. So that's proof I'm getting him wherever he is. It's a weak signal, but I definitely am able to pick up the copy on 2 meters here, which I, without the preamp, as I say, and nothing on 70 even with the preamp. So good signals on 2.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, he's up near the airport there somewhere, Carlisle and then some. So Brampton, I think Brampton is about as accurate as I can get from my memory. But we'll see when we come back around to him. VA3 CJZ, you're also in the lineup there.
All right, VA3 CJZ, and I am running the compressor, and now I just turned the compressor off, and we'll see how that is, and now I've got it turned back on, and I was just curious, Mac, are you using anything like OBS for streaming on the net, or what are you using there?
This is just strictly webcam, and it's using a USB webcam and the audio system from the computer itself. So computer speakers, nothing fancy, and it's not a streaming software package.
Okay, very good. All right, so I was getting, who was I getting at S8 there? I'm all confused now on signals, but I was here. Oh yeah, Chris, I was picking up on AM at S9, and everyone else was a poor copy, but I could hear them nonetheless. Back to you, Mac.
All right. Well, for me, the big learn tonight is that 7100s don't want to transmit on AM and UHF and VHF for some reason. And Wade and I have some homework to do. All right, let's bring in Edward. He's also running an older radio. It's FT897. It seems to be wide open, doing everything that he wants it to. So that's good understanding. Edward, go ahead. VE3 Victor Yankee Tango.
Thanks, Mac. Well, it's doing everything I wanted to do. Not exactly, but it's doing it up here on VHF and UHF, which is why I bought it specifically, because I didn't have any radio to cover that. Looks like I got twice as much power on VHF as I did on UHF. I think on UHF I had 5 watts, and here I'll have 12.5 watts on AM, and I had 20 watts on the other one on UHF on sideband, and here I got 50 watts so I'm sure that my signal's probably got an extra hissiness somewhere along the way there. It's got reasonable sensitivity up here in these bands. It could have a better performance in the HF bands, but that's not what we're using it for today. Back to you, Mac. VA3 VYT.
Okay, Edward, and you're just south of S7 over here on 2 meters, so no problem there whatsoever. I was just commenting on the flexibility of everybody else's radio compared to the 7100. Everybody else seems to be able to transmit on AM, both on UHF and VHF, but somehow, strangely, the 7100 does not. And I'll have to see if there's something that limits it, because that's, a Shack in the Box should do everything on every band. I can do digital, I can do, well, whatever. Anyways, good signals coming in. I'm not terribly interested now in, I've already tried 2 meters on AM, and the 7100 does the same thing, nothing. So unless we have any other signal reports, let's just do that. Let's go back to the top of the list here. VE3 FNI signal reports and 73s. Go ahead. All right, nothing heard. VA3 November Charlie Alpha signal reports and 73s.
VA3IMW UHF-VHF SSB Net. I heard the same people I usually hear, but I didn't look at the meter. I was playing around with menu items and such, so I didn't pay attention. But I did hear everybody. Chuck, you're very noticeable when you turn on that compressor. It doesn't change the reading on the meter, but it's a noticeable increase in your voice. So it sounds like you keep with that setting for sure. Other than that, that's all I've got for tonight. So I'll send it back to you with 7-3 there, Mac. Thanks for doing it. VA3 NCA.
All right, and that brings us over to our other fellow in Dundas, Chris, VA3 WPG.
Yeah, VA3 WPG. I also, on my 70 centimeters, had a copy on VYT as well here. I am also a fan of the compressor when Chuck has that thing turned on. And I just Googled ICOM 7100 VHF UHF AM, and it says it supports AM mode in the band. So it's got to be able to do it. It says it does.
Yeah, there's got to be a menu setting that allows something to happen, and right now, Wade and I don't have those things turned on, so we'll see. It'd be interesting to make sure that we get that working.
Hopefully you can get that figured out, because that'd be fun to do.
Absolutely. Okay. So we've covered 1, 2, 3, and over to Chuck, VA3 CJZ.
Yeah, VA3 CJZ. Excuse me. Let's see, Wade is much better on 2 meters, of course. S9 for Wade. And by the way, my compression is set to 50%, and I'm very happy it's working well. Chris, VA3 WPG is an S15, and I believe, Mac, you're at about S8, maybe S9. That's all I got so far.
Okay, very good. So peaking with your compressor on there, Chuck, S20 up the hill. Very good. And last in the lineup here is Edward and VE3 Victor Yankee Tango. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. I see Mac here with an S6 here in East Oakville at the QEW. Wade, unfortunately, I couldn't hear him at all. WPG, you're an S5, and Chuck, you're an S7. So it seems to be working well. Chuck, your voice compressor, I think, is great when you turn it on. It definitely punches through. So if you're looking to narrow your channel and get more power into it, then that's the way to go. Otherwise, if you're looking for the music hall sound, turning it off definitely does give you a wider channel there. Okay, that's it. Back to you there, Mac, VA3IMW.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for checking in with us tonight. A little bit of fun experiencing UHF and VHF sideband, and a quick trial on amplitude modulation. Like I say, Wade and I have got a little bit of homework to do to try and figure out how to turn on whatever needs to be turned on so that these radios will actually work on AM mode. All right, so we'll reconvene on the next first Sunday of the month, which I believe is December 2nd or somewhere thereabouts. So the sideband net will go from a weekly event to a monthly event, first Sunday of every month. I'll bid you all 7-3s for the time being, and return this frequency to normal amateur use.
VA3CJZ, VA3VYT.
V3VYT, VA3CJZ.
Well, I found the processor level setting here, compression on my radio, and I was curious if it does anything at all if I try to change it while transmitting. Right now I'm at 50, and now I'm going to dial it down to, let's see here, I'm dialing it down to about a 3. So now we're at about a 3. No idea if it changes anything. It's just a flyer here. Now I'm going to dial it up to 100. So now we're gone all the way up to 100 on this voice compressor. Any difference one way or the other?
I'm not noticing any difference there, Edward. But you may have gone up to from an S3 to an S4, or maybe you just raised your voice a bit. I don't know. But so, do you think my audio sounds better with the compressor on, or here we go? I've turned it off now. Probably sounds a little bit more radio quality now.
Well, with the compressor off, you sound like a disc jockey there. Mike Cooper on 1050 jump, but with the compressor on, of course, you sound like you're working HF and you're serious about punching through.
Yeah, well, we thought we'd experiment, and I saw my processor button here, and I figured, what the heck? Let's try it out. Anyway, speaking of disc jockeys there, I came across some videos with Rick Dees and Shadow Stevens, a couple of DJs from the 80s and 90s there. So I'll take that as a compliment there, Edward. Thank you much.
Yeah, maybe I'll figure out if there's any other setting involved in this compressor thing. Maybe I have to change the setting here in the master and then push a button somewhere on this thing. I'm not really good at this radio because I don't use it that often, but I'll have it figured out soon.
Yeah. Sounds like you and Mac and Wade have some YouTube University to go to.
Yes, this is, unfortunately, this is probably not a great use of time because this is about the only time we'll ever use that feature.
Yeah, I know, but it's good to know, right? So, anyways, Edward, thanks for being part of the net tonight, and you have a great rest of the evening. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, thanks a lot there, Chuck. Appreciate it. VA3CJZ, Good night.
All right, 7-3 all. VA3CJZ.
Still listening.